Two brothers of the same kind, quick to approach a ghetto cutie with the same line. You was just a little smaller, but you still roll. Got stretched to YA, hit the hood swole. Remember when you had a Jerry curl?
Tupac was born on June 16, 1971 in Harlem, New York. Afeni Shakur, his mother, was raising him and his sister on her own. Their family moved a lot and sometimes stayed in homeless shelters. When they moved to Baltimore, Tupac enrolled in the prestigious Baltimore School of the Arts. He said he felt free there. After Afeni Shakur joined the Black Panther Party, she changed his first name to Tupac Amaru, a Peruvian revolutionary who was killed by the Spanish. Tupac later took his surname from his sister Sakaya's father, another Panther called Mutulu Shakur. Tupac's mother was the daughter of a North Carolina maid and a high school dropout. She became pregnant with Tupac in 1970 while on bail after being charged with conspiring to set off a race war. Afeni was acquitted the next year after successfully defending herself in court. She changed her name from Alice Faye Williams to Afeni Shakur after becoming actively involved with the Black Panther Party. Afeni died in May 2016 at the age of 69. Tupac's father, Billy Garland, was also a Panther, but lost contact with Afeni when Tupac was 5 years old. Tupac never seen him again until he was 23. Tupac thought his father was dead all his life. He also said he felt like he needed a dad to show him the ropes, but didn't have one. Tupac met Jada Pinkett in high school at Baltimore School of the Arts in Maryland. Pac's Baltimore neighborhood was full of crime, so the family moved to Marin City, California. It was in Marin City that Afeni succumbed to crack addiction. Tupac had sold crack on the same streets his mother bought her supply. Tupac's love for hip-hop was taking him away from a life of crime. In spring of 1989, he met a white woman by the name of Leila Steinberg in the park. Tupac had been obsessively writing poetry and convinced Steinberg to be his manager. Steinberg was eventually able to get Tupac in front of music manager A-Tron Gregory, and he secured Pac a gig in 1990 as a roadie and dancer for the group Digital Underground. He soon got on the mic, making his record debut in 1991's Same Song. Tupac also appeared on Digital Underground's album Sons of the P the same year. After Tupac got a deal with Interscope Records, he dropped Tupacalypse Now, which is Tupac's debut album as a solo artist. Pac often complained he was misunderstood. In August 1992, Tupac was attacked by jealous youths in Marin City. He drew his gun but dropped it in the melee. Someone picked up the gun and fired it, then a 6-year-old named Quaid Walker Till died. Even though Tupac was not charged for Walker Till's death, he was inconsolable. In 1995, Walker Till's family brought a civil case against Tupac but settled out of court after an unnamed record company offered compensation of between $300,000 to $500,000. In October 1993, Tupac shot and wounded 2 white off-duty cops in Atlanta, one in the abdomen and one in the bottom area, after they had an altercation with someone. The charges were dropped. It emerged in court that the policemen were drinking and one of the officers threatened Tupac with a stolen gun. The case illustrated the misinterpretation of African American males and the attitude of police towards them, in which Tupac had emphasized in his music. Pac did go to jail for 15 days in 1994 for assaulting the director, Allen Hughes, who had fired him from the set of the movie Menace to Society for being disruptive. In November 1994, before he released his third album, he was shot multiple times in the lobby of a Manhattan recording studio called Quad by 2 young black men. Tupac believed Biggie was behind the shooting, for which nobody has ever been charged. In 2011, Dexter Isaac, a New York prisoner serving a life sentence, claimed he was paid to rob and shoot Tupac by the artist's manager, James Henchman Roseman, and he admitted he shot Tupac. In June 1996, Tupac released a diss track called Hit 'Em Up, dissing Biggie and Sean Diddy Combs, infusing more tension between East Coast rappers and West Coast rappers. Their rivalry was the most famous and deadly beefs. In February 1995, Tupac was sentenced to between 1.5 and 4.5 years in jail for sexually abusing a female fan. which allegedly happened at Tupac's suite in New York, called the Parker Meridian Hotel in November 1993. Tupac maintained he did not rape the girl. While Tupac was in prison on rape charges, he was visited by Suge Knight. He offered to post $1.3 million bail needed to be released pending his appeal. The condition was that Tupac signed to death row. When he signed, he was released in October 1995. While he was glorifying his outlaw lifestyle for death row, he was financing an at-risk youth center, bankrolling South Central sports teams, and also setting up a telephone helpline for young people with problems. Tupac has released a total of 11 platinum albums, 4 during his career, with 7 more released posthumously. Tupac has sold more than 75 million records worldwide. As of September 2017, the Recording Industry Association of America listed Tupac as the 44th top-selling artist of all time by album sales and streaming figures. Tupac Shakur died in 1996. A white 4-door model Cadillac pulled up to Knight's right side. The shooter seated at the back of the car rolled down the window and rapidly fired gunshots from a .40 Glock 22 at Shakur's BMW. Shakur was hit 4 times, twice in the chest, once in the arm, and once in the thigh. One of the bullets went into Shakur's right lung. Knight was hit in the head from fragmentation. This event happened on the Strip in Vegas after the Tyson fight. Long live Tupac.